Yeah, how's it going, guys? It's Richie Unicorn Call here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back with even more news, and I think this should wrap it up for all of the teasers. A huge shout out to KI and all the content creators involved because this has been really fun. It honestly feels very nostalgic, because I remember this happening like back in the day when I was taking the bus to school and stuff like that. Back when I was in school, it was always nice to see like the content creators individually drop all these teasers that they would show off. But this has been really fun. And the next teaser, which is probably the final one, this comes in from Potato Monkey PvP. Make sure to check out his video because he goes in depth about all of these spells. Primarily, if you're a balanced wizard, you might want to watch his video. It will be linked in the description and top pinned comment alongside all the other WizTubers channels. So make sure to check that out. But yeah, it will also be at the end of the video in the little square box as well, so you can just click on that to watch it right away. But this one, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna let y'all just watch his own video to talk about it because there's a lot of changes. Probably one of the more controversial ones will be Gearhead Destroyer, which will have 2 separate spellman paths. So again, make sure to check out his video. We're gonna do a quick rundown of every single teaser that we found throughout this entire week because it has been a very busy week. Over here we got Core and Bortech, which did their teaser, which is also pretty cool, so make sure to check that out as well. And basically it adds, again, more spellment path changes and additions, but also some of the weaknesses to healing, for example, infection. That's getting an increase to like -65, which is -50 was already bad enough, but a -65 to that and a 3-fold fever, and even Queen Calypso is getting a double debuff to healing as well. So yeah, this is a pretty massive update in terms of all these spell mints and all these spell changes that's happening. It's just all over the place, man, and I am super excited to try it all out and test around. Now over here, this comes from Awesome the Sauce. Again, make sure to check out all these content creators, and again, talking about balanced wizards, you definitely want to make sure that you're keeping up with all these teasers. Supernova and Mana Burn is officially PvP banned, meaning that you can't use it in PvP. If you're a Myth Wizard, you can't use Shift either, which is to push a damage overtime to a target. But you also have some, I guess, additional bound spells as well. I'm not sure if these are like the added on, like, Avalon spells, but you got Courageous Charge, Spinning Scythe, and then this one for Myth is pretty cool, but you get Purge, and it removes up to 3 debuffs, which might come in handy for those little nasty infections, the -65 infections you might want to get rid of, and it will take 2 pips, so pretty awesome stuff. And also some spellment path changes as well, primarily that the top path for stuff like Leviathan and Skeletor Dragon, that's all going to be PvP banned as well. You can still use some of these spells, obviously all of these spells, in traditional PvE, but if you're someone that does advanced content, including raids and, PvP and, of course, challenge mode, then you won't be able to actually use anything that has the little X around it. So make sure to check that out. And make sure to also farm some spellments too. I know it's been a while since the whole portal of problems nonsense, but definitely make sure you're stacked up on some of your spellments and of course your training points as well, because you will be needing a lot, and I mean a lot, of spells. We also talked about spell fusion, which is basically the combination of 2 spells into 1, which they've teased on their official Twitter account. So, make sure to check out Wizard101 and follow them on Twitter and all their other social media channels and stuff like that. If you want to watch a video talking about that, CheerValX actually made a video kind of talking about spell fusion and stuff like that. So, go make sure to check her out and support her and go subscribe. And then over here, we got some more spells courtesy of Blaze Lifehammer. These are the aura spells that they were talking about. And these aura spells are absolutely insane from Brace into some negative auras as well that you can place on enemies. So this is definitely going to be pretty insane when it drops. And like I said, make sure that you have training points available, because you're gonna definitely, I recommend training up for some of these. I might train up for all of them, honestly. I have plenty of training points. I might just do all of them. And then over here, this comes from Liam is a Vibe. Again, the balance wizards, we might have to just call this like the balance update. It's been non-stop like balance spells. Eye of Vigilance and Riding Up the Scales are getting, I guess, a slight change. It will cost a Shadow Pip, which will be pretty interesting. And we also do not see the PvP only icon. We don't really see any symbols on the card art. Now, do keep in mind that this is still all, test realm content. These are teasers. So, they can easily change these things with a click of a button. So we don't actually know if that is going to be one of those PvP only Rochambeaus, or if it's going to be available for anyone to use at all. I would imagine that it will probably still be PvP only, but I could be wrong. You also have Trap Dilution and Blade Delusion as well, which are pretty awesome, interesting spells as well. So if you're a balance wizard, again, make sure to check that out. And then over here, again, this comes in from Almond. Make sure to check out all the additional Spellment paths that they have. Mainly, it's the Divide spells, while the top and middle path have been completely banned. So now you can actually, progress your Spellments into Divide spells, or at least get more Divide spells. And, you can use those in, again, PvP, raiding, challenge mode, any advanced content type of thing, which is pretty interesting. I mean, personally for me, I'm probably not going to do the Divide spell. I mean, I feel it's cool. The Divide spells are cool, but like, I just, it's kind of like your own playstyle thing. You just invest it in, whatever playstyles you want. As you can see, Reindeer Knight, top path, and the middle path is completely banned. So now if you wanted to use that in PvP, you can go to the bottom path, which is the Divide spell. And again, talking about all these other spellments, the same thing with Deer Knight. Again, top, middle path banned. You can do the bottom path, which will still put a minus weakness on the enemy. So again, make sure to check all that out. And then over here, last but not least, Magic Weaving, which we talked about, I believe, last weekend. Magic Weaving is pretty cool. It's basically when you're selecting basically a dual schooling type of thing, right? And it's really fun. You get special rewards for it, and you get certain ranks and all that stuff. And, of course, new spells as well. So, again, make sure to check out Magic Weaving when it launches. If you want to unlock Magic Weaving, you have to defeat Malistaire, which is all the way in Dragonspire. So make sure you, defeat Malistaire and complete Dragonspire, and have fun with that. It should be fun. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fans of dual schooling, including me, but remember that this part is all optional. It's a new system. I think it will be fun. There will also be unique quest lines that you can do in order to level up your Magic Weaving rank. It's pretty cool. So again, make sure to check that out. And that pretty much wraps it up for at least all the teasers that we know of. We also talked about those 7 new awesome spells, which are pretty awesome. So again, make sure you're keeping up with all that, because this is going to be a pretty insane update. Now let's talk a little bit about all the other stuff, including some sales. So we got the Death School sale. This is going to last all the way through Sunday, October 20th. And then you basically get 50% off in the Crown Shop for these select items. They got mounts, they got pets, they got mastery amulets, so make sure to check out the Crown Shop if you wanted to get some items. And then over here, a reminder that the daily assignment reward bonus is going to be active all the way through the 20th, and there's actually a video I wanted to make about this, in a separate video, of course, not in this video, talking about this and the rewards that are granted for it. So again, make sure to check that out and do that. Over here, we have the Aeroplanes bundle, which had returned earlier It's going to last all the way through October 21st. It's going to be available on the online cart, so any region can get this. We talked about the region issue, so make sure to check that out. And then last but not least, pretty much all the other news which has happened. They got a new animated Jorgen portrait. They got the Beastman Monster Mayhem event, which is active. They got the Pet Promenade event, which is also active all the way through the 21st. And then they have the Skeleton Key bundles, which are available in the Crown Shop, that you can get all the way through the 20th as well. So if you really need some Skeleton Keys, now's the time to do it. We also got the Notorious Moon Pet, which is available. And for those of you that don't know, they actually release this every time there's like a full moon out. So whenever there's a full moon in the sky, they basically do this promotion, which is a pretty nice thing. I haven't really seen that in a while, but it's pretty cool to see. It's going to last all the way through the 20th. And I will say that yesterday's full moon was filled with chaotic energy. I might need the astrologers to explain what was in the air tonight, because I don't know what was going on. Some awesome concept art from Mia Smith, and a little reminder from the extra credit programs that the sign-in window is shortening up soon. So if you still haven't signed up, or at least tried to sign up for the extra credit program, make sure to check that out as well. And then we also have a crown sale for all you whiz heads out there. It's going to last all the way through the 21st. And I know how much everybody loves a crown sale. So go get some crowns. You might need some crowns, especially if you have to reset your training points. I actually highly recommend you reset your training points. And then all the way through the 20th, we have the Necromantic Mounts bundle and Irresistible Pet bundles, which are available in the Crown Shop. So make sure to check that out in the Crown Shop if you wanted to, buy some stuff. And then all the way over here, Friday, which is tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. CDT, they'll be talking about Spell Fusion, which we talked about in that other teaser where you basically combine two spells and make them into one. So it's going to be really, really fun. And then last but not least, we also have Adam Roche over here talking about the Onyx Anubis pet that he drew. He's a really great artist. Adam Roche and Mia Smith, both of them, all of them. I can't remember all the artists, but I will soon. But pretty cool stuff. That comes in from the recent bundle, which we talked about, and it has a really good robe. So I highly recommend that new Crocotopia River Palace bundle. Check it out. And then last but not least, I lied. We talked about the whole Wizard101 and console things. I know y'all are excited for it, but just calm down. There has been no release date whatsoever. It's just been kind of silent. We already talked about it on their recent KI Live like last month or something like that, kind of talking about like where they would want to go with it. I'm guessing probably maybe early next year. This is not confirmation, by the way. These are just theories and predictions, okay? But just follow them on their social media channels if you want the actual confirmed latest news on whenever that's happening, because right now it's just been kind of like quiet, so we don't really know when it's coming to consoles, but I know everybody's excited. And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps it up for all the news. Oh my goodness, I'm out of breath. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch some Thursday Night Football. Just gonna go make some other videos. Hopefully you guys have fun. Huge shout out to all the content creators out there. This was a really fun event, and hopefully they do some more in the future. Yeah, this was really much fun. Yeah, I know some content creators were also kind of not so happy that they didn't get picked, or wanted to use more of the extra credit program members. So hopefully in the future they can use more extra credit members, or just other content creators in general. I do like how they pick some of the smaller content creators as well. I really do like that. Yeah, hopefully they branch out a little more, because I always love seeing the smaller content creators kind of go around and stuff like that. But as you can see, we've been disconnected due to inactivity. I will see you guys later. And yeah, let me know how excited you guys are about this update. I'm pumped. It should be fun. We'll see what happens. Expectations still low. Don't want to be too disappointed. But until then, I will see you guys later. Peace out.